Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 2 Resurrected video. Today I want to show you the Plague Javazon and let's get right into it. I've put 20 points into Poison Javelin and 20 points into Plague Javelin. This will be our main skill, and Poison Javelin is a synergy to that, boosting 14% poison damage per point invested. And as you can see, it's 12,000 damage over 7.8 seconds, and I only have +5 skills. This is a very budget build. And for the passive and magic, I've went all the way down to Valkyrie, and I've put 20 hard points into that, and also 20 points into decoy, because for one, it boosts the life of our Valkyrie. She has 4,136 life before buffs, and also we are using decoy to protect us further from attacks. The rest of the points, I've put 5 into critical strike to give roughly about 50% crit strike, not especially to me, but to the Valkyrie. And 4 points, or the rest of the points, into penetrate, because it also, again, boosts the attack rating of the Valkyrie. Attack rating for myself is not too important. Yes, it will determine if I will hit the enemy with my spear, also with my Plague Javelin, but the main skill, or the main damage dealing capability of Plague Javelin is a poison cloud that poisons all the enemies that are in the cloud, and this is not dependent on attack rating, but we will see that later. As for the attributes, I've put enough strength to equip my gear, also enough dexterity to equip my gear, and the rest into vitality. My gear is as follows. I have just a blue +2 to Amazon skills throwing spear. You can shop those at level 50, I think, around level 50, but you can also like shop for something +2 to javelin skills, +3 to javelin skills, but +2 to Amazon skills also boosts up our Valkyrie a little bit. Also, I have a lore helmet. It's pretty easy to get. I have a amulet with resistances. Again, it would be better to have something with resistance and +2 skills. I have a rhyme shield for the cannot be frozen and resistances. I have a smoke armor for all the resistances. I have Aldo's boots. This may be the most expensive part of the build, but you can go with any fire resist or resistances boost, faster run walk. It's not that important. I have some ring with 24 cold resist. The life pit is not important. I have string of ears, which is again very budget. You can find this doing your playthrough. You don't need it for this build, but if you get hit, it's pretty nice. But for the most time, you don't get hit anyways. So just take any belt with resistances, with life, something like that. My other ring just has 5 lightning resist and min max damage. This is very bad. I didn't know I have this, but you can see it's not important. For the gloves, these are crafted ones. You can just shop any gloves with 2 to javelin skills. You don't need the attack speed necessarily. It's nice, but the 2 to javelin skills really boosts up your damage, and I want to show you why. If you look at my Plague Javelin damage right here, it's 12k, and these are Travincal claws, which have +25% to poison skill damage. And if I swap them, my damage actually drops to 11k. That's how much +2 to skills does. If I lose them, it's around 3k damage that +2 to javelin skill gives me. So this is huge. And with Tranks, I only get like 2k damage. So you don't even need Tranks gloves, just shop for any +2 javelin gloves. You can shop them at Enya, for example. I guess on Hell Travincal Nightmare. I need to look it up. Not sure about that. Okay, that's everything. I don't have any charms whatsoever. Again, this would not be the normal case or the usual case, because as you progress through the game, you will have some charms in your inventory. You pick something up with cold resist, with fire resist, with magic find, with life. Everything that gives a little boost is very, very nice. And of course, +2 javelin skills would be the best charms. As for the Merc, I have an Act 1 freezing arrow Merc with insight bow. This is a hydro bow. It's a bit expensive. You can use any bow, but basically I tried the Act 2 Merc with Thorns, but Thorns just does not seem good at the moment. And I went with the Act 1 Merc because I think it gives good damage from range, and it gives freezing, which is very nice. But basically you can run any equipment on her, and inside is nice because Plague Javelin costs around 19 mana. You don't throw them all the time, but it's just nice, you don't have to port that. Yeah. So let's jump into some gameplay. What I want to show you is Travincal, because normally you can easily kill Travincal with this kind of budget gear, but with this character it's possible, and it's very nice. So we just recast our Valkyrie, place a decoy, and we throw some spears. And you're just safe at a distance. Now my Merc just went up a bit, I don't know why, but as you can see, your Valkyrie is just not dying at all. The Merc died, but that's alright. And these monsters down here are pretty annoying. And there's more council right here. Just recast the Valkyrie if it's not close to you. And the decoy soaks up all the Hydra damage, which is very nice. It's very, very tanky decoy as well. And I think if my Merc would have survived and I've had the additional damage from her, this is pretty good. It's comparable to a budget Singer Barbarian. I mean, it's not the fastest, of course, but you saw the equipment. So that's it. And let's just do one more run. Okay, let's do a second run. Let's try with keyboard and mouse this time. And you can also throw in like a slow missiles if you want, for whatever good it will take. I don't know if it slows down the Hydra things at all, but with keyboard and mouse it's easier to like place your decoy, I guess. And again, you just throw some jabs. I don't know where my Merc went. Right up into the battle, of course. And this is pretty safe. I bet you can even do this like almost naked with no gear at all. But with the gear I have, maybe aside from the alders, it's all you can like get while leveling. Should have recasted my Valkyrie here. Sometimes they heal up, which is pretty annoying. And I bet there's some better strategy to that, but I just don't know. But this is fairly simple. With a budget gear, with a very, very budget gear, you can just farm the Travincal Council. And you could even put on, I don't know, like a Valve for MF and Gold Find, Chance Guards, and you will be fine. So that was it. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, like this video and consider subscribing. And yeah, I will be happy to make more videos in the future. Goodbye.